Nigeria, my country, a country where a nobody becomes somebody because another person, greedy person, is behind him or her, lifting him through politics to loot public funds, and nobody is to question him or her. Where a poor man becomes a wealthy man overnight after winning election. A man who couldn't even afford bicycle, who couldn't even live in a good home, who couldn't even pay his rent, is pulling up on convoy. A man who had nothing is traveling around the world after winning election. A man that was nowhere to be found in the society, that even in his community nobody knows him, is now wealthy and buying houses, properties across the nations of the earth because he's now a politician in Nigeria and nothing is being done to that man. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, my country. A country where the police are employed to protect lives and property. It's the same people that turn back and begin to destroy the lives and property of the same people that they were employed to come and protect. Where police brutality becomes the day-to-day activity, where nobody has any say, where you can't even express yourself, when you can't even speak out, when police don't even need a warrant to hold you, they just come and pick you up. Many policemen don't even know their job. Many are just there, walking, looking for who they will use as victims. Many are framing people up just because they want to arrest them and put them into cells. Many allegations have been pulled out every day. A country where a poor man is being arrested because another rich man who has money more than that poor man goes to the police station to lay allegation and pay money for a poor man to be arrested. Where a poor man who steals Maggie and will be arrested, and a rich man who steals billions is still walking freely. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, my country, a country where EFCC is busy arresting boys day and night, and politicians who are stealing money day and night, also looting public funds, money that is meant to take care of public needs, the hospitals, the road projects, and the rest are being used to buy properties in another country, and those same people are working freely. Their children are schooling outside the country. They loot with public funds, and nobody is arresting them. They're walking freely on the street. They're driving on convoy. They're moving freely in the country, and nobody's asking them anything. At this same country, a young boy is being arrested and locked up in the cell because he has nothing, because the government couldn't provide job for him after graduation. I'm not saying fraud is good. I'm not supporting it anyway. But let the politicians who are looting public funds, who are in public offices, who are supposed to serve us as citizens, which they are supposed to use those funds to empower the youth and empower the society, they should also be arrested. The same justice that is served to internet fraudsters, same justice should be served to politicians who are stealing billions and millions in dollars out of this country. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, my country, a country where there are no basic amenities. There's no light, no good roads, no good hospitals, there's no water, no good schools. The citizens are just busy drinking different kinds of water, suffering all kinds of sicknesses and diseases. Many are dying every day from one deadly disease or the other, where the poor cannot attend good schools, where the schools roof are leaking and everything is just there, and the politicians, their children are schooling overseas, and no one is even found in Nigeria. They only come back to Nigeria when they are big and old. That's when we see them in this country. That's the country we find ourselves. Nigeria, my country. Nigeria, my country, a country where the leaders of yesterday are still the leaders of today, and are still planning to become the leaders of tomorrow, and the leaders of tomorrow are still slaves of today, and they are still under the leaders of yesterday and today. What a country. Nigeria, my country, a country where the citizens are not free to go out to protest against bad governance, and when they go out to protest, they are being thrown tear gas and they are being massacred, gone, they are being shot at, and so many things are being done to them because they went out to speak for themselves, because they went out to protest. Peaceful protest becomes a war zone, and soldiers are being killed daily on the war front by Boko Haram because they are battling bandits, they are battling different kinds of things, different herdsmen and the forest, a country where people can no longer go to farm, where cows are not eating human food, where cows are not eating crops that are meant for humans, and the government cannot speak out. And when the citizens try to speak out, try to go against it, the government will get them arrested. The law enforcement agencies jumping on them, but they cannot jump on herdsmen who are killing innocent citizens and raping the women in their farmlands. And so much is being done to them, and nobody is saying anything. The politicians can no longer speak. All they do is to pass bill and pass laws that they cannot enforce. At the end of the day, they are enforcing it only on the poor masses. But those laws don't apply to rich people, don't apply to the politicians themselves, but the masses are the ones suffering it. What a country. Lord help us.